choose your first box well.
I know where I'm going, so hopefully he didn't do that.
Right.
I just want to.
I've been picking up as much of it. I get from the Atomic Age and Silver Age, Westerns, and
Let's just take a quick walk. Oops, sorry. I'm so sorry, miss. No, please. It's okay. I don't want to get beat up in Maple Grove. I know. I grew up in Broken Center. I know where I'm walking.
Took my time and I got a whole entire long box of comic books. Can't wait to show you guys. What's up, everyone? This is Levi with Young Comics, and recently I went to a comic book event. This was like a garage sale, more or so, and this was hosted by an awesome guy. His name is Mark Myrtle, and I usually see him in a ton of times at comic book conventions and Comic Cons, and he had a crazy good sale. This garage sale, every single book was $1. There were so many books to get a good steal of a deal on, and I just want to show you guys a few books that I got. It was crazy hectic. There were so many people. It was crazy, honestly. There was like 50 people in a garage, and it was so crowded. People were pushing and shoving, and some people were getting pretty angry about it too. And I'm pretty guilty about that, because it was like first come first serve. And let's get to the books, and I could tell you guys more of the story. If you haven't, also subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment if you got the time to do so, and I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. First off, X Factor #1. I forgot I even picked this book up. I usually never see this book at all, and this is issue #1, first appearance of the X Factor team: Jean Grey, Cyclops, Angel, and Iceman. So cool. This is a direct edition. It's a pretty good copy. I saw it slip through my eye and the corner of my eye, and I just picked it up and just threw it into my long box that I had to get from my own car, because I did not expect myself to pick up so many books. Because the books were so good. The Thing #1 in his very own series, I believe. And this Silver Age book, The Phantom #32. This is such a cool book, such a cool copy. And for this long, for such an old book, it still has its beautiful colors and the ink on it. From Charlton Comics. Pretty cool. And next one is Justice League 137. I'm pretty sure a ton of the collectors know what this book is. And this is, oh, it's a newsstand as well. I didn't know. This book is like an artwork to show that Shazam going against Superman himself, but it's not in the story. It was just for the cover of this book, and this is really cool. I never really see this book at all when I go to like my LCSs. And some other books that I had, I also picked up a few horror books too, and they're not like Golden Age or like crazy good books, but they're really cool covers too. Look at this one. Ghosts #30. If you don't believe in ghosts, look at this train of ghosts trying to drag this innocent man. I'm pretty sure, I promise you guys, in the future, these books are going to be worth some crazy good money, and these are worth good investment, because you never really see them in the wild. I don't, and I'm in Minnesota. Weird Worlds #5. This is starring Tarzan going against a possessed skeleton. Pretty cool cover. I like these type of skeleton covers. Alright, back to some Justice League. Justice League 103. This is where I think Phantom Stranger, this guy, he joins the Justice League for a short period of time, I think. It's pretty cool. See, I'm always going to keep saying this. I love these kind of covers with these heads over here on the side of the corner. It really pops up and shows you the characters of the Justice League of America. And number 106 with Red Tornado in the middle. And next one some more DC. I'm really a big fan of DC books. And these two books are Sandman number 2 and 3. Artwork done by Jack Kirby. It even says it right there, which is pretty cool. I wish they did that more often like that. These are wonderful covers. I love how he's in there, the dreams of these kids, and he's fighting the nightmares and villains, and they appear to be pretty strong and dangerous, which they can somehow become real, but Sandman has to come in the way and stop these villains. Super cool covers. I love how Sandman's like an actual hero instead of what you guys have seen in, what is it, the new Netflix series, and the season 2 is coming out. But anyways, this is the Sandman that I love, not the one that you guys see in TV. And next one is Guardians of the Galaxy number 5. This one is it wasn't bagged and boarded, so you know, a ton of people were going through these long boxes, and I just happened to come across this long box with no boards and no bags in them, and I was just flipping through them, and you know, everyone else has already gone through it, and I even found this book. This is the first appearance ever of Angela. Instead of from, was it Spawn number 9, created by Todd McFarlane, they got the rights to transfer this character into this issue, where you actually see the full character right here. Long story short, yes, that's what I meant. But yeah, this is the first time you ever see her in a full appearance in this issue. And next one is, why does this book look like it's chipped or cut, trimmed off? But Fantastic Four 353. This is just a minor key, like first appearance of Morbius and Morbius, I believe, in the newsstand as well. Like, look at this. This book was not bagged and boarded, and I just found it out, like, from the long boxes. And next one is Ghost Rider number 28. This is the first appearance of Lilith, I believe, and cameo appearance, like a small short appearance of the Midnight Suns. And people were speculating on this issue, and this is a newsstand too. Like, oh my god, like, pretty cool. And I have a ton of direct edition, but yeah. Anyways, number 28. This is really cool. Awesome cover with Ghost Rider right there. And some Captain America, Marvel 237. This is not a key book, but this is such a cool cover with Captain America riding a bike, being targeted by his enemies, being shot. Look at that. That's so cool. It was a newsstand, but there was a cross there. Anyways, Captain America 341. This introduces a ton of characters in this book. I forgot what their names are, but I know that this is a pretty big book for me. And Ghost Rider Rides Again number 1. Pretty cool cover. I think this person's Mephisto. I might be wrong, or maybe just the devil himself. Awesome book. And some DC. Jimmy Olsen 147. I forgot what the character's name is, but he's introduced in this book, and for such an old book like this one, it's such a clean book. Honestly, the staples are still there, it's intact. There's no crazy spine ticks, there's no dog ears, no damage around here. It's such a clean book for $1, guys. All these books were $1. I wish I stayed there more. I had more other things to do, but anyways, I hope that I picked up a lot of good books. Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man number 200. This is a really iconic book. Green Goblin right there. And The Secret Defenders number 12. My first copy of this book. I never see this book in the wild ever. Thanos with the glossy artwork here. The shine. Look at that. It's pretty cool. And next one, Excalibur number 1. This is the first team appearance of the Excalibur team with Captain Britain. And I don't know all of their names, sorry. But anyways, this one is rare and more scarce because, as you see here, there's no price on it, there's no number on it, and based off of Key Collector, this book is more in demand. But it's still a book. It's not that crazy. It's still a good book to have. The Man Called Nova number 25. I believe this is the last issue of the series from Nova. This is a newsstand as well. Super cool. The Final Battle. And the Cobra #1. This is the first DC issue of the Cobra. This guy who becomes the Cobra, the leader. And I've seen him in Batman Beyond, and there's small scenes in there, and it doesn't really tell you the origin of Cobra, but the story does tell you how he starts. But anyways, Korak #46. What is this? The first DC issue, The Son of Tarzan. Super cool cover. Such clean book too. Like, wow. The artwork is still there. It looks like a Jack Kirby type of artwork. Fantastic Four King Size Annual #11. I love this cover so much when I saw it. Like, if you take more time to look at it, these look like the actual classic character artwork. Look, it's 2 Human Torch. Pretty funny. Namor right here. Or is it Namor? And Captain America. Stalker #1. Such a cool book. This was the only copy of it that I found. This is a pretty clean book. First appearance of the Stalker. Super cool. For $1, guys. And this one, Justice League of America 190. This is an iconic cover featuring Starro. Pretty sure a ton of collectors and comic book readers, fans, they all know who Starro is. You've seen it in Suicide Squad. This is a newsstand edition as well. Pretty cool cover. Even Superman is being mind controlled, manipulated. Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern, the whole entire Justice League being taken over by Starro. DC issue special #1. This is the first appearance of Atlas. This one guy. Pretty cool. Nothing too spectacular about him. And #5. The Manhunter. At one point, this book was in demand or heating up, a little hot, but it's gone. It's come down. Marvel Tales #45, featuring Spider-Man, starring Spider-Man. Pretty cool cover for a 20 center. The ink on the yellow here, her name is Medusa. Look at that. It's pretty cool. And I found this book as well. I have 2 copies of this graded, but this one is a newsstand, which I don't have. And this book was not bagged and boarded. This is the first appearance ever right here of Blue Devil. So cool. Fantastic Four Annual #16. I forgot who the guy's name is, but it's this first appearance ever of this character. Awesome cover as well. Secret Wars #2. Well, Secret Wars 2 #1. That's what I meant. In the newsstand. And I also did pick up #2 as well. Wow. I never really see these either. These are some really old books, and not really old, but you know what I mean. But it's pretty cool to have these. X-Force #1 with the poly bag. Justice League of America #62 of the volume #1 for $1. Silver Age book. Super funny. Panic from a Black Mailbox. And I found these 2 awesome books that I was trying to find as well. Wanted #1 and #3. These are some classic covers. And these have awesome stories too, featuring Golden Age heroes. Wanted. And some horror books. Weird War Tales #47. In a news, I think that's a newsstand. Look at that. Because these kids are playing with the toys, but the toys come back to life as the actual old monsters. The Unexpected what is this, number 23? Look at that. Such a cool cover. A skull right there, a clock. What's that? A suitcase? 64 big pages. This is such a cool book. With the mummy right there too. And The Unexpected 168. There's like 2 horror stories in here. Unexpected. I love how the title is so huge. With the evil doll. And crazy monsters in the grave. And one of my favorite books that I picked up, that I have found, Secrets of Sinister House. This is number 13. I know there's some sort of writing here and scribbles, but this is such a cute book. A little girl running and hiding away from a huge rat. Maybe she shrank down to a really small size and she's being chased by a monster. I'll have to read it. But I found this book and I was like, wow, this is a pretty cool book. DC 20 center. I believe that's bronze. And my last two books. Venom 11. This is the first appearance of this character. I forgot his name. And number 12. Awesome book. But one last book I also wanted to show you was one of the main books of, I'll tell you a story. I saw the post on Facebook Marketplace and on the Minnesota comic book page, and Mark, the main seller of the sale, he had posted like previous photos ahead of time, and there was one book that I saw and I was ready to run in there and chase it down and pick it up for myself, which is Vengeance of Bane number 1. This is such a clean copy. This was the only book in there that I was trying to run in for and get it for myself. This is like a holy grail to me, to be honest. First appearance in origin of Bane himself. One of the biggest villains of Batman. Look at that. I'm take a good look at it, because I was looking at this for a very long time. I was like, you know, when I got there, I was like number 7 in line, and in my mind, this was my main chase. I ran in there when Mark opened the garage as soon as he could, and I was like running to the box. I was like, I think it's in this box. I started going through it, started seeing Batman books, and this book was in there. So I picked it up. This was my very first book that I picked up, because this was the one I was chasing. Because of the photos that Mark had posted, this book was on my eye, like my mind, and I was set on this, and I finally got it. This is my first copy, and this is a really big book to me. Wow, this is the first print too, and I was hoping that it wasn't anything else but first print. But yeah, guys, I had a great time. The event was crazy. People were pushing and shoving, and that's usually how it is when there's crazy good sales going on like this. And I like to see more events like this in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys collect responsibly. Just don't go around pushing and shoving and stealing every single book. I've seen that happen before. People buy crazy collections without, trying to be more courteous and whatnot. But anyways, I had a wonderful time. Also, I don't want to forget to say this and mention this. Thank you to the comic book exchange group on Facebook for allowing me to borrow their content and use them for this video for you guys. And I just want to say July 22nd and August 19th, keep those dates open, guys, because there's going to be 2 big events that's happening in this upcoming future, and I'll be posting the link down below. And recently on Facebook, our group has reached over 1,000 members. So if you have the time and you're new to the community, you're a comic book fan, superhero fan, do give us a follow in Facebook. I'll put the link down below in the description if you want to, if you wish to follow us and keep up with us. And there's a ton of events that's going to be happening in the future as well. But yeah, thank you so much to the Minnesota Comic Exchange group for allowing this kind of event to be happening too. And thank you so much to Mark. Yeah, so peace.